look at how you can use the Maxine Inspector to visualize what's in the heap of a running instance of the Maxine Research Virtual Machine. On the Object menu, we can actually gain access to a particularly interesting distinguished object. The class registry tells us what's loaded in the virtual machine, and it's of course implemented as an object. Here you see two fields, the name of the field, and a rollover tells us something about the type of the object. And on the right hand side we see the value, in this case a reference value, and some summary information is provided there as well. When you see a reference type, you can click on it and of course bring up another object inspector. Here's one with some reference types that are null, further pointers. Here's a pointer to an object array, so again we can bring up additional inspectors as needed. One of the things we can do with the Object Inspector is we can shift gears and sort of dig down into lower level implementation details as needed. So let's look at how that works. We can bring up a menu on this object and request that we see additional information about the types of each field. Here is the actual name of the type displayed, and when you roll over you'll see access to the implementation class that represents that type in the virtual machine. And this actually gives you a jumping off point where you can dig into the implementation of the type. Additional information concerning layout is also available, and we can see that listed here along the left. Finally, we can also request that the object header information be displayed, and that tells us something about a different access to the type of the object. In this particular case it's a hub, which is how we represent the near class in the virtual machine, and also a word of miscellaneous information that also includes locking information. Object inspectors are available anytime when the inspector discovers that a memory word points to an object. Over here in a display of the current register values, for example, we'll see a word in green. That means that the inspector has empirically discovered that this points to a legitimate object in the heap, and we can click on it and bring that up as well. This is a particularly interesting one. It's the object that represents the configuration in which this particular VM was built. We saw that also in the boot image inspector. That concludes this particular segment. Thanks for watching.